Hi, my name is Becky, and this is the first time that I have ever attempted colouring. Yes, I've done it as a child, but not in the way that I have recently discovered. And that is due to the wonderful adult colouring pages and books that are now available. So I have suddenly fallen down the rabbit hole and picked up quite a few for myself. And today's first video in this brand new exciting chapter of my life is to share with you the colouring books and the colouring pages that I have started so far. Now, over on the bookshelves behind me, I do have quite a lot of colouring books that I've been purchasing over the last few months and few weeks. So let's get into the colouring books that I have currently been starting on, and I have quite a few here. Notably, quite a few of them are from Coco Wyo. So let me just grab those first. So the first four that I started with were Comfy Corner, Cozy Days, Comfy Days, and Little Cuddles. Now, some of these only have 1 or 2 pages done in them, but my favourite book so far has been Comfy Corner. So let's start with Coco Wyo, and then I will talk about the other 2 that I've started in a minute. So, Comfy Corner. This was my first ever colouring page, and I don't think I did too badly. I'm just going with the flow. I'm learning as I colour, literally, and that wasn't too bad, I don't think. Let me find my favourite page on here so far, which has got to be this one. I experimented with this one, so I did a grey sort of background with the path and everything. I wanted him to stand out with his bright yellow coat and hat, and the building to be that kind of multitude of different tones of blue. The kitties are super cute because they're wondering how he's going. And I just experimented with a lot of different textures and how to hone in really on the multiple colours that I wanted, which was the blue and the yellow. So I'm really pleased with that. So this is one of my favourite pages already. Oh, my little dog is coming in. Say hi, Monster. He's a little chihuahua. You might be able to see him right down here. Do you want to say hi? You say hi. This is Monster. He's 8 years old and the cutest little chihuahua you could ever wish for. Do you want to see one other page? I will go to the end and show you another one that I really love, and that is this one. So I actually call my pages different things. So this is called A Little Potting of Moss, and he's just like scraping off the wall, putting it away. His little dog is making more mess than helping. The cat's up on the windowsill watching from above. And I tried to spread the elements of the different colours throughout the page to create balance. Ooh. And I love the little details of the light there. And I tried to have a go at doing some stained glass. Not sure it worked that well. But this is what I love about each page. You get a fresh try, a fresh start at trying out techniques. I'd love to know your thoughts. Am I doing okay so far? So that's Comfy Corner. All right, well, here we are. This is the first ever page, like I explained, and I love the little details that I included, including this wallpaper. I did some textures on the pillow, and then I moved straight on to this initial page, and I'm not a fan of the writing, but I did enjoy the grass and the sunshine effect, and I just love how I didn't do too badly for a first page. Now this is the first full page that I did, and I tried the water technique, and I just love this little page. I love the underwater scene, I love the seagulls with the sky, I especially love the little captain there, and the little octopus is just adorable. So I'm looking forward to doing more where I can work on the light and the shadows and the different textures of the scene here. Now this one I'm pleased with, but I think I could have done it slightly better. I'm a bit disappointed with the greenhouse. I do like these little strawberries, and the little ladybird's face I thought was really cute. And the trees in the background I just tried with a sunset sky. little bricks, little rock elements, and I love the cute little snail. I thought he was absolutely adorable, and I'm quite pleased with how he turned out. So that one was my first full attempt. Now this one again, you can see the elements slightly improving with the rubber rings here and the highlights with the water. Tried to do another sky scene. That's definitely something I want to work on with the clouds. Better with the water elements, and just generally it's just coming better and better with all the different details. This one, however, I had so much fun with this one. I love camper vans, I love kitty cats, and I tried different coloured textures here. I loved that aqua bag and the yellow combination, the little flower details, and tried to balance out the tones of the bags with the overall scene. I thought it came out really well. Now moving on to my favourite page so far, and this is the one that I already talked to you about. I love the elements of the main house being blue with the water droplets. I love the kitties inside, warm and snuggly, watching, making sure that their owner is safe in the rain as he pulls in the awning. And I love how his little yellow outfit just pops, and the scene around him is just grey, almost emanating as if the inside is warm and cozy and the outside is dreary. Now moving on to this bathroom scene, I thought I'd challenge myself with just focusing on two colours, this peachy pink and the green, with obviously the water effects. The light coming in through the stained glass window, which I was really pleased with, just using an acrylic pen, and then gold details with the tap, the sink, the mirror. And I don't know how it turned out, but I thought it was not too bad. I tried the water elements because that seems to be my nemesis. So as we move on, this is one I started the other day, but I have since now done a full tutorial of Colour With Me, so you can look forward to seeing that very soon coming up on the channel. This one I actually followed a tutorial for, and you can just see the elements of the froggy here. It's just super cute where he is eating a donut. I once again used the colour codes just to try and keep track of the colours that we used. It's on a really thick card though, so I think I'm going to stick it in the book, but I may well have to transfer it over. But I love the elements of, I can just track what colours they are. I love the duck, I love the letters, I love the autumn scene and the different elements that popped. I loved his little green bag and the fact that he's just munching a little donut on the step there. I just love anything froggy. And then flipping on in a bit later into the book, we come to the front cover page, and again I just tried out swatching the colours used so that I can quickly reference it, and once again I will probably stick it on the back side there. This one I just flipped to the front and just copied it word for word, or colour for colour rather, and I really enjoyed this one. It really warmed my heart. I loved the cuddle between the crocodile and the dog. I loved the sunlight coming in through the window. I loved the little reflection up on the shelf there of them two cuddling, and the elements of just a warm spring morning. I loved the elements of red that you could pop in with the boots and the umbrella, and then I just added in the details of the greenery outside, and I just thoroughly loved this one. It was just utterly darling. This one just was screaming cozy to me. I loved the fact that the telly was there. You obviously had some kind of movie night ready to go. The kitty was all snuggled up ready. The cushions, I loved the cushions, and the little kitty's got a little picture up on the wall. I just thought it was utterly darling, this one. I could just imagine jumping into that scene. And this one again, I was really pleased with how the colours came out. He is cleaning up the moss on his walls, and the little dog is thoroughly enjoying himself, making more mess than help. The outside lantern, it was supposed to represent a little bit of afternoon light with the elements casting a bit of light on the butterfly here and on the shelves and on the plant pots. And then I tried to spread the purple elements around and just complement the colours, including this stained glass window door of the front door. I thought I didn't do too bad. And the little doorbell as well. He was also super cute, just minding his own business and getting on with his own little chores. And that is it. So that's that completed page so far. Now the second book I started was Cozy Days. Now I haven't done as many pages in this one, but I will just flip you through quickly. I think I might have even only just done one. Oh yes, I have. And with this one, I actually did a colour chart, and I'm thinking of sticking that in the book there. This doesn't particularly work, so I might even have to put it on more flexible paper, but that's what it is for now. And look at the shark, he's so cute. The shark character is one of my favourites. I hope there's many more pages in this book with the shark, because even when I flipped through this book when I first bought it, I knew that I wanted to do this page first. So I actually took a tutorial to learn how to do this one. So after the intro page I did of this one, this was the very next one that I did. So I wanted some help. I wanted some guidance on how to do it. It does look very professional, and that is because I took a tutorial for it. So that's Cozy Days. And here we have Cozy Days. Now I originally wasn't too fond of this one, but it's soon becoming my next go-to book. So when I finish, I'm going to jump straight to this one. Colour card, like I've done before, and I loved the colour combos of these, the cotton candy theme, the light pastel shades. I was so pleased that I managed to do that, but I still need to stick it in. This shark is just utterly adorable. I mean, who thought it? I mean, if I had ever been given cotton candy by a shark, that would have been me sorted for the rest of my life. I loved those colours so much, but as you can see, I haven't done any other pages, but I am super pleased that even though I followed a tutorial, it was beautiful. Comfy Days. Also, some are traditionally published now by Penguin, so these smaller sized ones are Penguin, and then the larger ones are still published with Amazon. This one, again, I took a tutorial for this one, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Again, learning new techniques about doing the bush gradients, where to put highlights. I added this element in that I made his kind of shield from the bees, his bee hat, clear. I wanted it to be translucent rather than solid. So that's that one. And into Comfy Days, I chose this sleepover scene. I thought it was really quite cute how the three of the friends were hanging out. The bunny was female, she had a pink face mask on, and I actually did some acrylic metallic elements. So we had some gold highlights, we had supposedly some pink highlights, but it came out silver, so I wasn't very pleased with that. The wood effect I was really proud of because it looked super cool for a first attempt, and each one had their different elements. So she had a pink book, pink colouring because she was pink. He had some snacks, but I wished I'd coloured his snack packet in with blue, and the teddy bear had a green pillow and green elements, and I tried to link the quilt in with their like connected colours. This one is utterly stunning. I loved the bee theme with the honey pot and the little bees hanging out. This little duck here with his little blue hat was so cute. And I loved the element of this translucent sort of beekeeper's outfit, and I went over the black lines with that so it looked more translucent. I loved the flowers with the grading of the hedge, and even the fields graded backwards with the light, and the bee and the floor colour, with just everything about that page was just beautiful, and it came together so well. That was also a tutorial. And there we have it. Little Cuddles. Again, I've only done a couple in each one. What I really want to do is film colour with me videos, and it's fun, isn't it? I get to colour and you get to watch or take part along with me. This one I really enjoyed doing. This one was just lovely tones, lovely colours that all matched together. I really enjoyed doing this one. I started putting like the colours on the page instead of in the card, but I quickly didn't like it. I didn't like that it detracted it attracted your attention to the bottom of the page, so quickly learnt that lesson. Don't do that if I was you. But I do date when I colour in my pages just for future reference. Haven't named this one yet though, so maybe you could give me some ideas down below. That would be really, really nice. So that is it for Coco Wyo. So 2 Amazon published, 2 Penguin published, different sizes, but love Coco Wyo. They are famous for a reason. And then moving on to another firm favourite, I do have multiples from Bogiki, because I would say they are slamming it in terms of the different types of themes and characters. I am so excited to get into all the different books that I have very quickly collected over the last few weeks. Not gonna lie, I've spent quite a lot of my wages on colouring books recently. Ocean Cuties. I love anything aquatic, ocean related, mermaid, fantasy. You will notice a theme as you watch more videos from me. I've got a whole idea about a spooky season set of videos because I love spooky season, so watch out for that. So Ocean Cuties, I think I've only done 1 or 2 in this book so far, but I'm almost slightly intimidated by this one because the pictures are so incredible. I don't want to mess them up, which is why I have done more in this book to kind of get into the groove of doing it. This is the one page that I have done on that one, and I really love it. It took a long time to do it, but I am over the moon with the colours and with the characters, and I cannot wait to do more in this one. And Ocean Cuties, that is by far just such a stunning colouring book. I've only done 1 page, and again this was a tutorial because I wanted to learn to do these properly. This whale with the monocle is incredible. I loved the fish combination. Little baby octopus hanging out, big mama octopus. The colour combination was amazing. The fish that were floating around were just another added element that I didn't even think about until I started the tutorial. The underwater scene behind them as they scoot through the ocean. Just everything about this scene is just whimsy. And as you can see, I've got many, many more pages to indulge in because this one, I love it so much. And then finally, this is one of many tutorial books that I've picked up to learn new techniques. Sometimes it's nice just to pick up this, like yesterday, I spent all afternoon just with this book and my set of colouring pens. I have still even got my acrylic, my acrylic barrier pages in here to stop the bleed through. But let me show you, if you haven't seen any of these, I'd highly recommend getting one. So the first page was all about learning how to do water. I'm still getting the knack of it. This was stitches and embroidery. I really like this actually. I'm not so fond of that one, but I chose better colours that time. So let me just take that guy out. This next page is my favourite because anything magical and witchy, my jam. So I love how this turned out. I mean, look at it, it's so great. And then bubbles. Again, it's just really easy to do a section. So I'm challenging myself to do 2 a day, so like a page a day. So that was 2 days ago, that was yesterday. This morning before breakfast I did the sheep, and then this afternoon I'm going to do the dolphin. So I just thought it was a really great way of just learning new techniques with no pressure. You can just choose what you want to do each time. And this is by Moty. Coco Wyo do one because I've got one over there. Bogiki do one. If you want a video just about tutorial books and my collection of obviously main colouring books, let me know because I will be so thrilled to do that for you. I don't need an excuse to talk about colouring books or to colour at all. So that is my current collection of colouring books. There's quite a few that I've already started. And I just want to say thank you for joining me today, and I will see you very soon where we choose one of these to colour. Until then,